The fourth inability of narcissism is honesty. Hi, I'm Dan Cassenti. I'm a cognitive psychologist and a novelist. I'm putting together this series on YouTube about narcissism, different concepts in narcissism, so that viewers can guard themselves against narcissistic relationships. So, honesty. Honesty is something that narcissists are, deficient in. Sometimes they can be honest, sometimes they can't. It all depends on what they're trying to tell you about and what reaction they want to get out of you so they can further the trauma bond, get you to do things that they want you to do, whatever it is. So again, when I say inabilities, I don't mean that they are unable to do it ever, but the honesty only happens because there's a reason for them to be honest. If there's a reason for them to lie, they're gonna do that instead. There's no ability to stay honest or hold this up as a value for themselves. And this leads into the discussion because you'll often find narcissists when you first meet them and they're trying to craft that persona for themselves so that you trust them, so that you can get into that trauma bond with them or serve their purposes, whatever it is they're trying to do. They're going to claim that they're very honest, that the truth matters to them so much they could never lie, ever, ever. And that puts you, if you believe them, that puts you into a box where when they do start lying to you, you believe them. You just accept whatever they say verbatim because you know that that is such an important thing to them. Of course, they're lying. Most people who tell you they're honest all the time are lying when they tell you that. It has to be the case because honest people don't need to claim that they're honest. And in fact, it's often less cruel to tell somebody something that's twisting the truth, not necessarily just flat out lying to them. That's never okay. But, if somebody comes back to you and says, "How do you like my haircut?" and you think it's awful, don't tell the person it's an awful haircut. That's not nice. We don't want people to feel embarrassed whenever they walk out in the world. So you might say, "No, it's not my style, but I've seen that haircut before and I know a lot of people like it." There you go. That's not necessarily, putting down an objective truth that you believe. It's putting your subjective truth on it. And that's okay. You're not being dishonest, but you're not just outright telling them what you think. And so that's why I'm telling you that, narcissists can be very honest, but it has to serve their purpose. So if they want to deliver bad news to you, they're jumping at the chance to do that. If that news is true, they're going to tell you the truth because they want you to feel bad. They want to destroy your ability to be happy. Like we talked about in the last one, they get jealous of that. They want you to get further into the trauma bond. Like, "Hey, you've got this problem. I'll try to help you out with it." Of course, that's the lie. They're not gonna help you with anything. They're just trying to help themselves. But if they do honestly believe something and they think that telling you about that is going to make it easier for them to get their way, of course they'll tell you. Of course, during their childhood, most narcissists didn't really have the concept of honesty, given to them. They might have been told by caregivers who were abusing them, "You lie all the time, you're terrible," and they know that it's a value they're supposed to have, but they just simply don't. And again, if somebody tells you that they're really honest, take that with a big grain of salt, because even the most honest people among us also don't want to hurt people's feelings. So sometimes we might not be on point with our truths just so that we don't hurt other people. And narcissists love to hurt other people. It's one of the things they do best. I think that's all we need to say about this one. If you like this video, please hit like. Please subscribe if you haven't done so. Anytime anyone does that, it helps the videos get out to more people and they can be helped too. Okay, thanks, and I hope this helped you.